Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Today we've got another knife review video for you. If you like this knife or the other knives that I use to compare it to, feel free to click the link below in the video description to take you online to take a look at these knives. Okay, so this is the Benchmade Griptilian. I've had this knife for a while. I love this knife. It's one of my favorites. We're going to go ahead and start by doing some size comparisons. So right out the gate, compare it to the Kershaw Blur, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than the Blur. This knife is going to be kind of right down the middle of the road, maybe slightly bigger than some of these knives, but not overwhelmingly. Let's look at the Buck Sprint Pro, and definitely bigger than the Sprint Pro. Let's go ahead and look at it against more of a gentleman's carry knife, the Civivi Imperium. The Imperium, just a little bit shorter. All right, let's go ahead and look at it compared to something a little bit bigger. How about the Benchmade Barrage? Barrage, definitely a little bit bigger than the Griptilian. Not a lot, but still a little bit. And let's look at it against the Spyderco Manx. Very similar to the Manx, just a tad longer, but very similar in size. And one last comparison just to show it up against a larger knife. How about the Cold Steel Recon 1? Yeah, that'll make all knives look small. And as you can see, it definitely is a much smaller knife than the Recon 1. So, middle of the road knife. It's honestly, I think, that perfect sweet spot for me for everyday carry. This knife gets a lot of use out of my collection. It's very comfortable in the hand. It's very easy to carry. Let's dive into some of the specifics. The blade itself, love knives that have that serrated edge with the regular edge going out to the point. So you do have that going for it. The steel on this knife is an S30V steel. So a very nice high-end steel as far as knives go. Good edge retention on these. This knife, so I'm going to get it out of the way, something that was disappointing for me at this price point. I'm not saying this is all Benchmade knives, but on this one, it didn't come like razor sharp out of the box. Now, I'm not expecting a saber, but I'm expecting knives at this price point to be fairly sharp. What I mean by that is I should be able to shave arm hair easily with it. I should be able to slice through paper easily with it. Nah, they didn't do that for me. I don't even think I could shave arm hair with it. So yeah, that's going to be the downside of this review. I was disappointed with how sharp this knife was out of the box. I haven't sent it back to Benchmade yet to try and put an edge on it, see if they can sharpen it better, because I do not like sharpening knives. But if you are into it, you might be able to touch it up better than me. So keep that in mind. It is sharp. It is going to get the job done. I'm picky. And again, when you spend a lot of money on a knife, I feel like they should just be pretty razor sharp out of the box. So, okay, so that's the negative part. Everything else on this knife is positive. I love the access lock on this knife. It's a manual, and you just pull back. It's really smooth. It'll fold shut. You can pinch it back and wave it open. Locks into place. Super strong. That access lock will not let you down. And you can see you pull it back is how it disengages it there. Really easy one-handed operation. With the thumb studs, it flicks open really fast. You can reverse flick it with ease. Well, maybe not on camera, but yeah, it's really easy to open. It deploys plenty fast. You almost, you don't need it to be a spring assist. It's a very easy deploying knife, and I love, with this type of knife, how easy it is to just wheel out there and it clicks into place. It's really satisfying. So love the access lock, love the action on it and ease of open. Those are two things that I really, really like about this knife. Okay, the other thing that I really, really like about this knife, the ergonomics. They're amazing. You have this nice checkering in the handle. You have the jimping on the inside of this knife. You've got the jimping on the back by your pinky, jimping on the heel, jimping up here. It's everywhere. It's really comfortable. I like that. It just feels good in the hand to have that little bit all over the place, and it just feels really good. Now I've got bigger hands. I don't totally swallow it, I just about, but because it's contoured really well, I don't mind that I'm just about swallowing it up. My pinky doesn't feel like it's gonna fly off or anything, so it's just really, really nice feeling in the hand for, you know, handling this knife. And then of course carrying it, carrier profile is very nice. It's not a giant knife at all in the pocket. It doesn't take up a ton of room. I love that this knife is got a solid back to it. To me, just this knife does not feel like it's gonna fold up or anything in there. When you squeeze down, it can squeeze pretty hard and it does not give or flex at all, so it's really nice. Let's see what else. If you watched any of my other videos, you now by now know I don't like pocket clips. I take them all off. Every now and then I'll put them on for you guys, but I was lazy here and did not. So I do have it. There it is. Yeah, kind of standard. Benchmade has their pocket clips that are all pretty much the same deal. You can put it on either side. So I wanted to point that out. You can do either side depending on which side you'd like to, you know, put it in your pocket with. It will force you to be in the tip up carry position, which again, I don't like pocket knives, so for me, I don't really have a great review for you on all that. I'm sorry, it's just not what you're gonna get from me. But you know, ergonomics, amazing. Design, amazing. Carry size is great. It's not a heavy knife. It's pretty light. Like I said, this is a great day in and day out knife. It compares really well to a Spyderco Manix, or Manix lightweight in this case. So if you have this knife and love it, you'll love this knife. This knife is just a little bit slimmer. So as you can see, when you're carrying it in the pocket, that's where you're going to benefit. This knife is way taller and bigger and thicker than this one is. So I think that's what you get between these two knives. I'll probably do a follow-up video on these two knives against each other because there's a lot of similarities here. But yeah, I really like this knife. Like I said, I carry it a ton. And you know, again, the only negative thing I will say about it was it wasn't extremely sharp out of the box, but sharp enough, folks. I don't want to harp on that too much. You know, it will get the job done for you, and I use it a lot, and it's held the edge that it came with really well. I've had it for almost a year. So you're getting a review from somebody that's carried this knife a ton over the past year, and still really happy with it. That'll do it. If you like this video, hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment. Again, links in the video description if you want to check out this knife online. Thanks, everyone.